Thank you for listening to today's episode of JATCast, the official podcast of the Journal of Athletic Training. I'm your host, Luke Donovan. This month we will discuss two articles over two short episodes from the recent special issue of the Journal of Athletic Training related to work-life balance. The first episode will discuss the relationship between job satisfaction and organizational fit among athletic trainers. For the second episode, we will discuss work and life in the sport industry. As a reminder, the article discussed today can be found on the JAT website, natajournals.org. And please remember that all content from JAT is open access to all readers, thanks to the funding from the National Athletic Trainers Association. The title of the first article is The Quantitative Examination of the Relationship Between Job Satisfaction and Organizational Fit in Athletic Trainers, authored by Dr. Lindsey Schroeder and colleagues from the University of North Carolina, Wilmington. Let's survey the scene. Athletic trainers are healthcare professionals who provide a wide breadth of services across diverse work settings. Given the differences across work settings, organizational cultures, which can be defined as the shared values and beliefs that represent the workplace, are likely to also differ between settings. Over the years, studies have continued to identify relatively high rates of burnout among athletic trainers, where many studies cite workload incongruence as a large contributor. To date, little research has been conducted to determine whether organizational culture and job satisfaction, or the degree to which they like their jobs, among athletic trainers. Identifying whether a relationship exists between these two constructs may help athletic trainers and employers identify mechanisms to improve job satisfaction. Therefore, the purpose of the study was to examine possible relationships between elements of job satisfaction, examples being supervisor, pay and benefits, and coworkers, and characteristics of organization culture such as adaptability, tolerance, and autonomy. An online survey was sent to a little over 5,000 athletic trainers employed within the United States. 285 individuals completed the survey. The survey consisted of questions to capture demographic information such as age, employment setting, and years of experience, as well as validated questionnaires to quantify elements of job satisfaction and organizational culture. Scores used for the survey to measure job satisfaction could be interpreted as dissatisfied, ambivalent, or satisfied, whereas the questionnaire used to measure organization culture had participants rank how characteristic an attribute is of them, which were then categorized as either most characteristic, least characteristic, or neither characteristic nor uncharacteristic. Here are the results. Of the 285 respondents, most were young athletic trainers who have been certified for less than 10 years who work in either NCAA Division I or Division III programs. For job satisfaction, the overall median score fell within the ambivalent category. All subscale scores, such as salary, promotion, supervision, benefits, contingent rewards, conditions, and communications also fell within the ambivalent category, with the exception of two subscales being 1, satisfaction with coworkers, and 2, the work itself. Both of these subscale scores fell within the satisfied category. Of the subscales, coworkers, communication, and work itself were the most correlated with the total job satisfaction score, all of which were positively correlated. Of interest, and although weakly related, salary was negatively correlated with the total job satisfaction score. Specifically to organizational culture profile, the most commonly selected characteristic attributes of the athletic trainers were adaptability, stability, and taking individual responsibility. The least commonly selected attributes were being aggressive, receiving high pay for good performance, and being distinctive or different from others. In addition to examining the most common rank order of components of organizational culture profile, the authors also conducted multiple analyses to determine the relationships between these individual characteristics and the total job satisfaction score, as well as subcomponents of job satisfaction. In summary, the authors report that athletic trainers without a pay-to-perform drive appear to be less satisfied with the contingent rewards and promotion components of their job. As such, it seems that these athletic trainers were less likely to be satisfied with their employment if the only advantage was monetary in nature. Next, being adaptive, taking individual responsibility, and offering stability was related to higher satisfaction with their supervisors. Specific to this finding, respondents with these characteristics were more satisfied with employers who encouraged autonomous work. On a separate note, the taking person responsibility characteristics was not just related to subcomponents of job satisfaction, but also positively related to overall job satisfaction and satisfaction with their coworkers. Overall, this study has identified numerous methods that extend beyond monetary rewards to improve athletic trainers' job satisfaction. Some examples are creating work environments that allow for flexible work schedules, autonomous work, and job sharing. Well, that's it for today's JATcast. Please remember to rate and subscribe to the podcast, which is available on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, YouTube, and Stitcher. You can find out more information about upcoming podcasts and other JAT events on our Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram accounts at JAT_NATA. Thank you for listening and keep a lookout for our next JATcast episode.